Wait, so I don't get it.
Okay, well, let's break it down. I think the author has PTSD from World War II.
That makes sense. And the only way the author can express himself is through Billy, the character.
Yeah, and when Billy travels through time, he feels guilty because he can't change all the tragedies that happen.
Yeah, like the plane crash with his father, he's like guilty he couldn't save him.
Right, even though he knew about it.
Yeah.
So the PTSD must have really affected him.
Yeah, and when you think about it, like, the structure of the book is just showing how sporadic his mind is.
Yeah, and when he read The Big Board, that must have been another way for him to cope with his PTSD. Because this is like a way he processed it.
Right, he must have made it his reality.
That's true. Like, after he was in the war, you know, he reads like a fictional book. He doesn't know that's fictional, he thinks it's part of his life. So what do you think Tremalfador is a symbol for?
I think it symbolizes either the afterlife or purgatory.
I think the aliens definitely had a big influence on his perception of death and time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they thought when you die, like you're just dead at that moment, but every other moment you're alive.
Wait, guys. What if this entire book is just his life flashing before his eyes right after he dies?
Good point.
So what's another big event in his life?
What about the plane crash? It's when his father died, and even though he knew that it was going to happen, it shows his lack of control because he couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, and another one was the flashback to his childhood where he was an outcast because of the sicknesses he had, and that's kind of mirrored in his time with Tremalfador because he was an outcast to them because they didn't really interact with them, they just watched him.
This really is a college level book.